Let's go.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the call, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good.
Give it up. Hey, good. Hey, Stephanie's going to be coming on in a minute here, a few minutes late, but she's got some great stuff to share with you about the new Herbalife Social, the new media campaign. I don't know if y'all have seen that or seen the email on it or any of that stuff, but she's been testing it out, and she's really excited about it. So I think y'all are going to get excited about it as well. But I'm pretty excited. I just got back from the gym. I got 2 people confirmed for the HOM on Saturday. Monica,
Nice.
Monica, are you there? Come unmuted. Come unmuted. So I saw Gloria at the gym. She's coming with her sister. She's jacked to the max, and she's getting paid. And she said she's signing up on Tuesday. So that's exciting. And then on top of that, I got a buddy that Monica knows, Larry. He owns the towing company. They got the contract out there at Cowboys Fit, the towing. And this guy is like 28 years old, 290 pounds. But like, you know, not fat, but just big. He used to play college ball and stuff like that. He's just a big guy. So, but yesterday I was in the gym and he was all, and by the way, I'm going to move to a teaching lesson on this, because there's business all around you. You just got to be ready. You got to have your antennas out there. You got to represent, right? You got to show up. You got to represent, and you got to be ready to flip the switch when it's time to flip the switch. You understand? When it's time to do business, it's time to flip the switch. You got to be ready for that stuff. So anyway, I've known Larry for quite a while now. He was over at 24. Now he's at Cowboys Fit. And last night he was feeling horrible. He was all bloated, and he said all day, he said he couldn't go to the bathroom. And he just felt horrible because he couldn't go to the bathroom and whatnot. So I said, dude, you should have told me. I said, I'll fix you up. I said, I'll bring you some cranberry aloe, get you some apple fiber, give you a little probiotics, and put some tea in there too. And, you know, you'll have no problem at all. So anyway, I brought all the stuff for him today, threw it in a bag. Just all my cans. I didn't even measure it out. Threw it all in my bag. And so he came into the gym, and he hooked up with me at 8 o'clock while I was leaving. We got a couple cups from the bar, went down to my trunk. I dumped some aloe straight out of the brand new jug in there, cranberry aloe. Let him smell it. He goes, that's good. That smells good. And then I dumped some tea in there, some raspberry tea. I dumped a scoop of apple fiber in there. And then I did about a scoop and a half of probiotics, because he's a big boy, right? But it was interesting what he said. Just by me giving him that, he says, "Oh, that looks good," and stuff. And I'm telling him what each one of them does, like real quick. And he goes, "Oh, I'll probably be putting an order in tomorrow. Then I can just get this right from you." I go, "Yeah, sure." And then this was the deal maker, or this one sealed the deal right here. I already had this in my cooler bag, and I said, "Here, hold on just a minute." I said, "This is what I drink right after my workout. This is the Rebuild Strength with the peanut cookie. You got your branched chain amino acids, you got your casein and whey, you got 31 grams of protein, you got your L-glutamine." I said, "Taste this." He tasted it, and he was like, he had the same reaction that people have in the club when they taste a shake. He was like, "Ooh, that's good." He goes, "I'm going to get that from you too." I go, "Isn't that fresh?" Because it's like real cold, right? I go, "That's clean and it's fresh." He goes, "Oh my God, I'm going to get that from you too." Okay. So this literally happened like 20 minutes ago. It happened. I left the gym at 10 after. So the moral to this story is there's business all around you. Okay. I remember over in Italy, I was at an Eric Clapton concert by myself, had a button on. I met a guy over there, and he spoke English. He came to my car after the concert. I hooked him up with samples of whatever we had, the energy tablets and whatever. And I ended up that month, I broke a line of 4 supervisors under him and 3 other people from a concert, from the button, but followed up with samples. You understand? So I just want to, there's a moral to this story, and this is what I've noticed over and over and over, and this is one of the magic things about the club. People can come in and taste the stuff. You can drink the drinks and whatever else. But just don't forget, if you're not in the club, that doesn't mean that you still can't sample. Because I'm going to tell you one thing right now. There's a big difference in doing this versus zipping it and say, drink this or try this. Get this in your body. Give them a lift off. Give them some tea. Give them some whatever, depending on what they're like interested in. You know what I mean? You gotta find the button pushers of what they're interested in. Like this guy Larry, the button pusher wasn't prepare and lift off because he's working out. It wasn't the rebuild strength. It wasn't any of that stuff. It was he was bloated and he felt horrible and he was constipated and he couldn't go to the bathroom, right? And so I told him I'd fix him up and whatever. And then in the gym today, he was saying, oh my God, I feel so old. He's 28 years old. I go, don't you be talking to me about feeling old, right? And I was on it today, by the way. I was like, you know how you're like on it when you're on it, when you're on the stuff and your adrenaline's going. And I had a funny response for him too, because he knows about Herbalife and all that good stuff. And he was waiting for me downstairs to go to the car. And I said, oh, sorry. I said, I was talking to Gloria over there. She's signing up with us next week. She's coming to our big event this weekend. He already knows that we're having an event. I said, she's coming to the event. And then he goes, well, is she going to go under you? I go, well, she sure ain't going under you. And he starts laughing. So anyway, that was a little fun that we got to have, but that was we kind of, you know, I kind of got to jab him a little bit because he's going, oh, she'll be good. Because she's like up and already like a bodybuilder and whatnot. So anyway, that just happened. So again, moral to the story, business is all around you, okay? Just got to be ready for it. And by the way, you know, I had already developed a relationship with these people because I had seen them over and over in the gym, right? Hi, how you doing? Whatever. And then that warms them up for a few weeks down the road for you to be able to have a conversation. So sometimes it's not like the first time you meet somebody, they're going to be signing up tomorrow. Or the first time you meet them, all of a sudden you're popping the lid of your car and giving them samples. Sometimes it takes a while to build a relationship. Other times you can go in right for the kill right then and there, depending on, you know, how you're getting along with them and you know, what the needs and wants are and whatever. You guys understand where I'm coming from? I just want you guys to like have your mindset. There's business everywhere, okay? But you got to be ready. You got to be prepared, okay? You gotta walk out of your door every single day, wherever you're going and whatever you're doing. Walk out and be out there with intention. You guys understand?
Yes.
Okay. Be representing. Be visible. Be friendly. Okay. And by the way, okay, if you've got an Instagram following or a Facebook following, guess what? Once in a while, put some stuff on there that's going to market to the people. Now, of course, every post can't be, you know, shop on my website post. You know what I mean? Because then people be like, oh, all they want to do is sell stuff or whatever. You never know what the perception is. So you got to mix some other things in there as well, but you also got to be intentional about what you're doing. I had 2 people this weekend contact me on direct message wanting to know more about the products because they see me posting products. But they also see me posting results in the gym, whether it's ab pictures or whether it's lifestyle pictures or whether it's whatever. So sprinkle in a mix of things, not just product, go shop on my website. You guys got me? So I got 2 people that I had real good conversations with, got them going to my website, shopping on the website, et cetera. So, and these are cold market people in other states for my Instagram stuff. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on there. It's going to be an exciting weekend. Who's excited about the weekend coming up? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be. I'm telling you, you guys don't even know. It's going to be life-changing. And I'm telling you, especially it's going to be life-changing for everybody, but also for the women. I mean, big time, because you got Jill Addy coming in. And I don't know if you guys know, but Jill Addy, raise your hand if you know who Jill Addy is. And you know her story and everything. Okay, some of you don't. Just real quickly, she was in corporate America, had a severe IBS. And where she would eat food, and she would be doubled over in severe pain, like sharp, agonizing pain. She went to doctor after doctor after doctor. She spent $10,000 in doctor's bills, and the doctors all came to the same conclusion: you're going to have to live with it. They couldn't do anything. They didn't know what to do. Anyway, long story short, she gets on Herbalife, and all of her IBS and pain issues go away miraculously, right? So her and Mark Addy got into the business. Anyway, Garen Jones, that whole organization, Garen Jones, Style Bell, all of them folks are in Celeste Richmond. They're all in Mark and Jill's organization, okay? So they got a huge organization. Me and Monica got to see Jill. Maybe Brandon did too. I can't remember if you were in the business at that time, but and I know Carrington was. But Jill and Mark, when they first made President's Team, they did an LDW here in Dallas 2 or 3 years ago when they first made President's Team. And now they got 4 first-line President's Team members, so they're only 1 Pres Team member away from chairman's, and they got a whole mess of them downline, second line, third line, fourth line, etc. Okay, so anyway, very, very exciting. Khalil Blakey is coming in. Garen Jones is coming in. I'm sure a lot of other superstars are going to be coming in as well. Of course, Enrique, Bernadette, his sister, is coming in. It's going to be a powerful weekend, very powerful weekend. Friday night, we're going to some racetrack, horse racetrack, and the horses are going to be racing. So we're going to have some special dinner there, VIP dinner and all that good stuff. I'm just going to tell y'all this one more time just to kind of plant the seed for next April. You want to live the VIP lifestyle, and you want to make sure that you're qualifying for these events, because I'm telling you, everybody's got something in common, right? Success leaves clues. So the people that are sitting up, for example, and by the way, by me saying this, don't anybody feel bad about where you're at right now, because the great news is that you're in Herbalife and that you love Herbalife and you're a great person and you're in a great organization, you're in a great company, and whether you did or you didn't qualify for VIP this time, okay, that's not the issue. The issue is that's what you want to be hitting and making not just a declaration, but making a, by golly, resolve, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm not living like this anymore. I'm not sitting in the back anymore. I'm not going to miss the Friday night Pres Team experience anymore, going to all these fancy places and having, not just going to the places, because I'm sure y'all have been to fancy places before. It's not about that. It's about the experience as well. Because once you get the experience under your belt, then it gets into your heart, it gets into your soul, and it's the old thing that we always say, you're a product of your environment. So when you're around these environments that everybody else qualified, number one, you feel real special by being there. But the big thing is you get the experience and the memory embedded into your brain, and then guess what? Then you'll never miss one again. You'll never want to miss one again. You'll always be striving to go for those things. So again, the successful people that move up the marketing plan, they go from World Team to Get Team to Millionaire Team to President's Team. Do you think that you see them at the Pres Team experiences? And do you think that you see them sitting in VIP? Yes. So this is part of the training tonight. That's a big clue. That's a big clue for you guys. You guys got to take ownership of that and say, by golly, if that's one of the ways that I'm going to get to where I want to go, whether where you want to go is Get Team, or whether where you want to go is Millionaire Team, or whether where you want to go is Pres Team, or whether where you want to go is making $5,000 a month, or $10,000 a month, or $7,000 a month, or $3,000 a month. Okay, depending on where you want to go in Herbalife, guess what? In terms of the marketing plan, in terms of what you get paid, the principle of success leaves clues is this: you got to be sitting with the successful people, because you're a product of your environment. Okay, let's look at this formula right here. Let's break it down to where it totally makes common sense. And I know it already makes common sense already. Nod your head if it makes sense, what I'm talking about. Nod your head. Just want to make sure y'all are with me here, okay? So let's look at this. Let's say we have a 3-year plan, and let's not even talk position. We all know that position determines income, right, Monica? Position determines income. So depending on what your position is in the marketing plan is going to depend on how much you're likely to earn. Does that make sense? Nod your head. Of course that makes sense. So let's not even talk about Get, Mill, or Prez team right now. Let's just talk about a dollar figure. Let's just talk about $10,000 a month. Raise your hand if you think $10,000 a month would be life-changing for you and your family. Raise your hand. Okay, very good. So let's look at this plan. And let's say it took you 3 years to get there. I mean, in any normal company, like Stephanie, for example, she goes and gets her master's. She got her master's of business. She got a master's of everything else under the sun. She's got a master's in everything. So she's super smart. She's probably smarter than everybody on here, okay? And so check this out. Even with a master's, do you think that after 3 years, Stephanie would be doing good at a corporation if she's making $10,000 a month? You think you would consider her successful? Okay. Now, do you also think that she would have a lot of responsibility? Nod your head. Do you think she'd be taking her work home with her from time to time? Nod your head. Working on Saturdays and Sundays. And then the family, you're not supposed to be working on Sunday. You're not supposed to be working on a Saturday night. I know, honey, but I got a deadline. I'm the vice president of my, area here in this company, and we have a deadline to reach, and we got to have this finished by Tuesday. So I got to work all weekend, Saturday and Sunday, right? Do you think that the family's going to, be okay with that from time to time? Well, here's the deal. Whether they're okay with it or not, they kind of have no choice because that's her career. And that's what she's chosen to do. And she's got a huge responsibility and to live up to. And that's what she's going to do. So check this out. Inside of Herbalife, if you got a 3-year plan to get to $10,000 a month, who thinks that after 3 years, if you work hard and if you take your work home with you on some weekends, Saturday and Sunday, work 7 days a week from time to time and really grind it out, who thinks it'd be worth it if you're making 10 grand a month for the rest of your life minimum after 3 years in Herbalife? Raise your hand. So I'm getting you thinking here. So we all know that's worth it. Now, let's look at this. We know that in Herbalife, we work event to event, correct? We work event to event, one event to the next. The STSs, even like tonight is an event. It's an event for our organization, a learning, teaching environment. Tonight is an event that we can learn from, that we can connect. We got our STSs once a month. We got our LDWs in October and in April. We got our January kickoff in January. We got our extravaganza in July. So every single quarter of the year, we have a big event, a big company event. And then in between, we got the local events and we got the success training seminars and we got the organizational things that we do and whatever. So look at this. After 3 years, if every single LDW and STS and extravaganza that you go to and January kickoff, if you're sitting in the back and you're not sitting up at the VIP tables, do you think that $10,000 a month is a reality after 3 years? That's my long-winded, that's what I'm finally getting to. Do you think it's a reality after 3 years, for 3 years of leadership development weekends, January kickoffs, extravaganzas, and STSs, if you never get up to the VIP section and you never experience the VIP life and you never hang around the VIP people, do you think that $10,000 a month is going to be in the bag for you after 3 years inside of this business? Somebody give me an answer.
No.
I'm tired of talking.
No, not at all.
Why? Where are you, Brandon? I can't see you anymore.
I'm dark. I'm in the country.
I lost you. There you are. I see you now. It's dark.
No, it's just not. It's not in your. It's not in your environment. You're not producing enough to, like, the volume tells the whole story. Like, you're not producing enough retail and customer flow as well as distributors to compensate for that type of growth or that type of leadership, and that, that responsibility of, you're not earning that value for yourself. So no, it's not even relevant to whatever you're going for.
It doesn't match.
But
it doesn't
match.
The commitment doesn't match the expectation. The amount of business that you're doing doesn't support the income flow that you expect to make. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. I'm talking about a 3-year plan. I'm not talking what you did in the last 3 months. So again, I want to just give the disclaimer. Don't nobody feel bad and take this the wrong way about what you've done in the last 3 months or the last 6 months or all year. This ain't about that. This is about the future, and this is sharing a principle to help you guys make the decision that resolve that, by golly, that's it. How many times have we talked on these calls about resolve and about making that decision that, by golly, that's it? How many times? More than once, more than twice. Okay? And that's okay, by the way. You got to do it over and over and over, because maybe this week is the week, the light bulb moment week, where you go, God, by golly, it lands on you differently this week than it did last week. You guys got me? You never know. So that's why hearing it over and over and over, repetition is the mother of all learning. Repetition is the mother of all skill. So you got to hear it over and over and over and over and over, because you never know when you hear it on any given moment that it lands on you at the time that it needed to land on you, that changes the direction of your life. You guys got me? So I'm not trying to recycle old news. I'm trying to, remind you guys, to support you, to make your dreams come true. Because in the future, if you're going to be sitting in the back and not going to sitting in the VIP and whatever, then I just want you to understand that you're probably not going to be making the 5 and the 7s and the 10s and the 12s and the 15 grand a month, because the business doesn't support that. You don't have enough to support that type of income, right? So the formula in Herbalife is, if you do some, you get some. You do more, you get more. You do lots, you get lots. That's Mark Hughes. Okay? You do some, you get some. You do more, you do more. You get more. You do lots, you get lots. I don't know if y'all follow Enrique on Facebook or Instagram, but he had a post today about successful people, about working hard with focus. You working hard with focus and purpose and on a mission. You work on a mission, okay? You guys understand that? And so this is a great time. We're in the last quarter. We're in the last quarter. Who wants to have a great 2018? Who wants 2018 to be the best year you've ever had? We all know that here's how that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen by waking up on January 1st and saying, this is my year. That's what normal people do. Y'all aren't normal. Y'all are extraordinary. What does extraordinary mean? Extraordinary. You're extra. You're the extra. You're not ordinary. You're extraordinary. Okay? Extraordinary people make extraordinary income. Extraordinary people produce extraordinary results. Extraordinary people go down to the trunk of their car and make people drink this and make people drink that, because they're doing extraordinary things. They're going the extra mile. They're doing whatever it takes to get the job done, because when you get this stuff in somebody's body, you just never know. You just never know how it's going to turn out. Okay? I was telling Gloria tonight, when you come to this meeting, I go, you have no idea what's fixing to happen, what you're fixing to see. And then I pulled up a picture of Enrique on Instagram, and this girl's got long black hair. I says, look at Enrique, look at his hair. His hair's longer than yours. And she's like all into that. She's going, oh my God, his hair's prettier than mine too. You got to find those button pushers. You know what I'm saying? She's got those long extensions. So anyway, so that's what it is, guys. That's what it is. Okay. So we're going to have a January kickoff coming up. Then we'll have April LDW. Then we'll have the July extravaganza. Y'all make a decision today. Today, not after the weekend. I know you're going to make the decision during the weekend because you're going to get so excited and you're going to hear it from Enrique and Jill. I would bet that you might hear some, it might not be said the same way I said it tonight, but you will hear a general philosophy of what I said somewhere in the weekend, maybe Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, about this type of stuff. If you want to grow, if you want to get to the bigger incomes, then you gotta qualify for this stuff. You got to push yourself, okay? You don't settle for ordinary. You don't settle for average, okay? None of us on this call is average. You guys got me? A lot of y'all are doing a lot of things. You're juggling a lot of things with business, with your normal job, family, children, with grandchildren, whatever. So we're all busy. We're all doing a lot of things. So commend yourself for that. Pat yourself on the back for that. Okay. But at the same time, inside of Herbalife, you know, all of y'all want to get paid, right? You want to get paid. Remember, the marketplace pays for value. The more value you bring to the marketplace, the more you get paid. You do it with sense of urgency. You do it with intensity. You do it with purpose, in purpose and on purpose. Every single freaking day, 7 on 7, 30 on 30, 31 on 30 if it's October. Okay? And guess what? Over time, you start building that momentum, you start working that muscle. And I'll tell you, once you make that decision, that resolve, that's it, this is where I'm going, you're going to find me waving the flag from the top or dead on the side from trying. I'm not coming back. I'm telling you, the laws of nature, something shifts, and then it's like things open up for you and things start coming to you. You guys got me? Okay, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Already in my head, this girl, Gloria, that's coming to the meeting with her sister this Saturday, she's going to be my next global expansion team member. You guys understand that? That's what's going on in my head. Does she know that? No, she don't even know what global expansion team is, but I do. You understand? I do, and it's already in my head. So everything's with intention. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. And would y'all be super surprised in 1 year if she's a global expansion team member? We look back and we'll play the tape and we'll say, geez, on October 11th, he said it before she was even signed up. So sometimes you can speak things into being if you believe it in your heart. I'm not talking about just speaking it like hot air. You got to have some belief behind it. And then you got to back that up with some work, right? If I just spoke it, oh, she's going to be a global expansion team member, and then I didn't even help her, or Monica didn't help her, or we didn't make sure she got locked in on the products, and we didn't whatever, then it's just all hot air. You guys got me? So whatever you're declaring and whatever you're intentionally focusing on, you got to back it up with some freaking sweat, some sweat equity, some work, because it takes a little bit of work. Okay? Takes a little bit of work. So anyway, enough of that stuff. I'm very excited about the weekend. It's going to be over the top. Okay? And with all that said, what is today? Wednesday. Do y'all still have time to get people there to the free part at 3:30? Starts at 3:30, the free part. It's going to last an hour and a half or two, probably go to 5:30. I don't have the agenda in front of me, but usually lasts a couple hours. I would assume 2 hours. Okay? So do y'all have time to get some people there? Hey, consider this. Whoever you get there might be your next Get Mill or Press team member. Might. I don't know if it'll happen, but it might. Okay? I know one thing. If you don't have anybody there at the free part, what are the chances that that'll be your next global expansion team member? 0. Okay? So consider this. Look at this event like, how would y'all work this event? Think of it this way, then I'm done. Think of it this way. How would y'all work this event, the free part, if you knew Mark Hughes was a special guest speaker? How would you be talking to people, customers, existing distributors, potential distributors, people that live out of town, John? Right? Would you be?
I'd be telling that someone came back to life.
Would you be? Let me tell you this. Would you be thinking that, ooh, I'm in Shreveport, I'm too far? Or I'm in Shreveport, that's too much to ask to have somebody drive 3 hours?
Not at all.
Exactly. You wouldn't be thinking, first of all, that's not true anyway, because I got a bunch of people from Shreveport coming. Zarita's whole team is coming. So for anybody that says 3 hours, 4 hours is too far to drive to come see Mark Hughes to get their life changed, it's too far to drive for somebody that doesn't want their life changed. It's too far to drive for somebody who could care less. It's too far to drive for somebody who's not driven and just wants to sit on the couch all weekend and could care less about anything about their future. Yeah, for that person it might be. But for somebody that wants to, change the direction of their life at some level. I'm not talking about a person that wants to get to the president, because not people that are brand new don't even know what the president's team is, right? Not everybody that gets in Herbalife wants to change their life to the point of making 20 and 30 and 50,000 a month or 10,000 a month. Some people just changing your life could be an extra 500 to 1,000 a month. So you guys I want you to understand the context of what I mean when I say changing your life could be relative to whoever you're talking to, right? An extra 1,000 a month for somebody that's got 2 kids part-time and having a good time doing it and being involved with a group of people that they have fun with, a good support system, $1,000 a month extra is life-changing. So don't get me wrong. Whenever I talk about life-changing or change your life, don't just think that applies to big money. Okay? Remember, Susan Peterson, #1 in the world for the last 13 years in a row, made over $120 million in Herbalife. She got in Herbalife in 1985 with the intention to make $500 to $1,500 extra. That's it. That was her intention. She never got in to make millions. You guys understand that? And most people don't. Okay? So anyway, enough of that. Who wants to speak? Go. Who's got their hand up? Was that Brandon?
Who's going? I'll go. I'll always talk.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Man, this is going to be so amazing, guys. Sorry for being in the truck the whole time, but I just wanted to make sure you guys know that this is the event to pack out. I'm just so excited for all the new possibilities and all the guest speakers. I mean, you guys know about Enrique and Jill, but all the people they have lined up and all the president's teams that are going to go up there. You just want to have everybody that you know in that room, anybody and everybody, just because it's just going to be so many different walks of life, so many different stories, so many different, you guys are just going to get so inspired. So that's my biggest thing, is just sharing that with y'all. So.
Awesome. And you guys are in for a big surprise on Sunday, because guess who you're going to see up there on that stage? And by the way, you better shine your shoes too.
Oh, I will. I'm ready.
You better have that hair extra slick back, looking special. So me and Brandon get to close out the day on Sunday and recognize Jill and Enrique and bring Enrique up for his last section and whatnot and close the house down.
We get to give out some gifts. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, guys. I promise you.
We get to hand them some flowers. So bring your nasal spray for the pollen that's going to be coming out of those flowers. I'll tell you, that happens. Your eyes whelp up from the flowers. So anyway, well, that's awesome. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be totally freaking awesome. It's going to be a great experience. Stephanie, are you in a spot where you can talk about the thing that you wanted to talk about yet?
Does Earl have anything to say? If he does, that would be great, and then I'll be ready.
Earl ain't got nothing.
Earl, go.
Earl needs to go get
okay.
10 people. Earl needs to go get 10 people to the free part.
Oh, I got that. Don't worry about that. All right. So, yeah, I mean, with everything Glenn's saying, that's all I've been focusing on today alone. I mean, you can, I mean, I had people in the parking lot. I got another girl's going to be a distributor. I'm talking to her tomorrow to get on board a new one. And they're both talking about coming. So at the end of the day, I mean, the talk is just time to do it. That's it, you know. I replayed the tape on a few things about what Glenn talked about as far as some people you have to. I talking to Bisco today about this, and I told him, I said, because he was saying like a lot of people are saying, well, I can be this, I can be that, but I don't see it. You know, I don't see what they see, and I'm just trying to go along with what people who believe in me are telling me, right? And I understand how that feels. You know, I've been there. And however, the only way to continue to get something like that, pubbed into you is to make this event. And to remember when inviting other people to this event is that they're going through the same thing. They just see their life as driving in traffic, picking up their kids late from daycare, looking at a TV show, their favorite TV show. And that's what they got to look forward to. That's it, But taking them here, you have an opportunity to expand their vision and to help them dream again. Dream in general. Some of them never dreamed before. And some people had dreams and they need to like Glenn was talking about in the last call, re-up on a dream. And that's what this decision I made. I made a decision not just to re-up the dream, to believe and work with intention, work with a brand new passion, work with a brand new desire. I'm not looking left, not looking right. I'm looking straight forward. I'm at a point where I want to outdo what people like Glenn and Monica saying that I can do. I want to outdo that. I don't want to just I literally get mad at what they say because I'm like, I can do better. Because that's not just, I'm just saying that, and I was telling Bisco this, and I'm apply this to myself, is that if somebody tell you that you can do something, then most likely you can do it. But at that point, I just feel like I set a goal that's better than that and go for it, and believe that you can do it. And don't know how. I replayed the last call last week, and I think like 2 a.m. I sent you an email.
Yep.
Glenn, just let them know, hey, this was going to happen. And, and this is how I'm going to work. This is how it's going to manifest. So I don't know all the how, and I'm not even going to get any sleep tonight because I got work to do. So I like the example Glenn just gave about, hey, if you work in a position as a vice president, I lived that life.
Yeah.
I lived that 6-figure life. I lived the life where you don't get any sleep.
Right.
With, and your family is like, oh, this is not healthy or whatever. And, but, that don't matter. That's what you got to do because this is what you chose to do. So here, I think I talked to Stephanie yesterday, about some things. I told her, I said, for me, this is what I am doing. There's no going back for me. I don't have a safety net.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have a safety net. I got a lot of quote unquote qualifications, but those qualifications don't suit my dream.
Yeah.
I'm here to live the dream, not to exist.
Yeah.
So the point is, LDW is a huge stepping stone to get that and to believe in a dream. If you're a person that's going to let this pass you by, then prepare to live a life of existence as opposed to a life of living. And that's a reality. And that's a reality that I face. Yeah. That I don't have that luxury personally. I don't have the luxury of going to a job that most of you already know. Most of y'all don't like your doggone job. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't got time to BS you. Most of y'all don't like your job. You ain't got time to entertain what you don't want out of life. Earl Thomas got tired of that. So go to this event with the intention to live. Go to this event with the intention to get what you want. Glenn and Monica made a great I love they talked about their story last week.
Yeah, I was
I'm telling y'all, go replay that. Go replay. This call was great, but go replay the last call. I'm telling you, go replay the last call. I mean, I got it written down like a transcript. Like Monica said, they worked hard for a short period of time that set them up for the rest of their life. That's powerful. Can you work? I promise you, Stephanie, you go work hard with your MBA, hard for the rest of your life for 2 or 3 months. You ain't gonna be, all you got is a ceiling. I'm being real. You work here, do that, watch your life change. Be the best Herbalife distributor the world has ever seen.
Exactly.
And that's the same thing. That's the same thing for anybody else too. Now, Stephanie's smarter than all of us. We like Glenn just established.
Hey, Stephanie, you're just gonna have to own that. All right, just own it. Hey, nobody else got a command center.
But I mean, I'm just talking to Stephanie because this just came out of my heart, to say this in front of everybody. Stephanie, you have that opportunity, Stephanie. You really do. You had that opportunity to go for it all for 3 months. And I'm saying the same for myself. I'm not saying that just for you. I'm saying that for me. For 3 months, and you can just change your life drastically. And you can be set for life, And that's the same thing that, I'll be doing alongside you, because you ain't leaving me behind, girl. So that's it. Now, can you talk now? Got me talking?
Hey, I was going to say one thing.
Did y'all see what Quincy just wrote?
No, what is it?
Yeah,
he said she is very smart because she married me. Duh.
Yes, sir.
That's what he just wrote.
646.
I was
So funny. I'm ready to talk now.
All right, there we go.
Hey, Steph, let me say something real quick.
By the way, give it up for Earl. Acknowledge what Earl just said. Yes. Okay. Brandon, were you going? And then Stephanie?
Yeah, I got to step outside. These dogs are going to bark. I was going to say, Monica's speech last week, really go back and listen to that whole call. I'm going to personally, because I want to go within the LDW with a great amount of intention.
Right.
I know that, think of getting to your happiest point and then walking into the LDW.
Right.
And then expanding that mindset. So go in there with the intention of already setting up what you guys want to set up for the end of the year. Like Monica went over it, write down your goals. And Glenn just mentioned a little while ago, set yourself up for success by knowing that it's going to change your life. Okay. And writing down those goals, writing down those things that you're going to declare for the rest of the year. And then setting you up for the first quarter of the next year. And so if you go in already prepared with that mindset, imagine what you're actually going to receive, because you're already ready to receive it. I know that I'm setting that up within the next day. I'm going to make sure that I write all my goals down because I've been procrastinating. Okay. And so tonight I'm going to do it. So that this weekend, I already know the agenda. I already know what's going to be said. I haven't heard it yet, but I know that I need to set up as a leader. I need to set up that foundation for myself so that I go in there with the intention of receiving it. Okay. And so I just wanted to share that with y'all because I know that Monica mentioned it last week and then Glenn just mentioned it.
Yeah. Monica comes on and does such great sections. She don't need to talk for the rest of the month. She does one section and then she's like, geez, that should last me a month. If they need to hear more of me, go replay the tape because I'm just going to say the same thing again.
Yeah.
Nah, she was on it last week.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
For real, man. Okay, Stephanie, great job. Yes, Brandon, y'all give it up. Acknowledge Brandon. Yes. All right, Stephanie.
Okay, so my stuff is a bit more.
Oh, Stephanie, by the way, don't blow it because everybody thinks you're smart.
No pressure, Glenn. My stuff is a bit more tactical. Y'all know I'm all about tactical things. When I talk about stuff, so I was like on my Herbalife site today, and we may talk about it during LDW. But Herbalife has provided us with an amazing tool. Y'all know I love my social media, and this is just really allowing for you to enhance your social media, like take it to the next level. It's crazy. And so it's actually I'm gonna show my screen because it's easier for me to talk. So I'm just gonna share my screen with you guys. So give me a second. Can you see my screen? Yes.
Yes.
And can you see my Herbalife site?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so we have now what's called Herbalife Social, and so it's Herbalife Social. It is a paid website program for you. You can use it on your computer. You can use it on your iPad, your tablet, whatever type of tablet you have, your phone. The best results are from your computer or your iPad, but you can do certain things from your phone, like if you take some pictures and stuff like that and you want to schedule those to post, you can do that. So, you know, over the last probably year, we've talked about like different tools and what's available to us, and all of these different types of tools. Well, they've literally taken and developed for us a package, like everything all in one. And so it's a monthly fee for it. You can either pay the monthly fee of $9.99 per month, but you do get 2 weeks for free. Or you can pay an annual membership fee, so the price is a little bit cheaper for you. And so once I click on this, it takes you to it. I'm not going to give you instructions on how to do it. Y'all are just as smart as I am, but it literally does walk you through setting up, connecting all of your different social media platforms. So for me, I have my Facebook main profile. I also have my my FabFit business page, and then I also have Quincy's business page because he made me an administrator. So his business page is also connected, and then it also connects to what is it called? It connects to Telegram, and then it allows for the content to post to Telegram to remind you to post it to things like Instagram and Snapchat, because those avenues do not allow for you to do scheduling apps. So it just gives you like a reminder through Telegram. So it kind of walks you through how to do that. But you literally can schedule all of your posts, all of your content, and tell it where to post, and it'll do it for you. So those posts that you guys saw, that me going back and forth with some of my clients and some of the people on my Facebook, those were posts that were generated from this social media content. And so it does a really cool thing where it says suggest messages, and then it pulls up all of these different types of messages along with content. So you choose your language, and so it walks you through it. I'm telling you, it's literally dummy proof. So it asks like, where do you want these messages to go? And I have all of my different pages, and then it brings up all of these different types of categories, and then it'll go through and start to generate 7 days worth of messages for your social media accounts. And so it'll start to think about all of those different things, and it'll pull up all of these cool things and tell you the date and time, and you can look at it and you're like, oh, that looks good, or I don't like that, or I can edit it and swap some things out or say something different. Some of the posts don't have words on them, like for example this one, and so I may go and edit the message and put some words. So like the post I posted earlier today, I actually added my own wording in there and my own emojis and all of that stuff, and personalized it to me, to fit me and my personality. So it totally gives you like really cool things to do and to post to build your social media. But then you can also make your own stuff. So when you come to this image creator, it not only allows for you to create like images for your social media. Well, it's obviously intended for your social media, but it has things like shake party images, just all kinds of just amazing images and designs for you that are herbalized and available to you at your fingertips, so that you can create just all of these amazing, clean, professional artwork and designs for your social media. And I think the best thing about it is all of the help that it provides to you, because that was the first thing I did was click on support. So when you do go to support, there are tons of tools and guides. That's where I went, is all of the PDF guides that walk you through how to do this, how to build your social media content. It talks about how to do advertisements on your social media, like how to select your market and how to create your market and all of those different things to get more bang for your buck when you're contributing to marketing, like your page and all of that stuff, to get more hits to your page. So it tells you how to do that with all of these different tools on here. So use this to your advantage. I get excited about it because this is like, I saw this and this just made me do the happy dance. Others, this may scare them, but I love it. So it talks about like making the most of your social media hashtags and stuff like that, how to post videos. So it's just really good things, and it's really cool because it's the Herbalife. It's powered by Herbalife. And so when you do create a message or you get ready to post a post, if some words or things like that are triggers, for example, I think one of my words was about weight loss or something like that, something around that, it kind of popped up a warning like, hey, we just want to make sure you're within the guidelines of Herbalife and posting of social media. And so it just kind of gives you those reminders, which is really cool to make sure that you're within the guidelines of our company. So I love, 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 love this. It is worth every $10 a month that you would pay for it. It will save you so much more time. You're going to have some amazing content for your social media. But again, it's going to take you some time to sit down and, go through some of them, reading some of the different PDF guides. It walks you through connecting all your social media, all of that stuff. But it will take some time if you're not as tech savvy as others, but it's awesome. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. But I just wanted to share that with everyone. It is an amazing, amazing tool. And, you can thank Herbalife for that. And that's all I had to say about that.
Okay. Great job, Stephanie. Talia was asking if it does it'll do hashtags and all that. And the answer is yes.
It'll do hashtags, all of that stuff. My personal recommendation is because of Instagram is your hashtag place. Most people aren't searching for hashtags on Facebook, to be honest. So Instagram is your hashtag place. And because you have to take it from, so what it does is, because you can't connect to Instagram, it connects to your Telegram. And so what it does is you connect your Herbalife social, can y'all see that kind of, not really, to your Telegram. And so it sends all of your posts to Telegram. And then you take it from Telegram, because it's like a reminder, because it posted to Telegram, and like it alerts my phone, it alerts my watch. And I'm like, oh, I got to go post it to Instagram. And then I take that exact post and I post it to Instagram. And then that's when I do all of my hashtags, because with Telegram, you are limited on the number of characters that you can post at one time. Like a message, when you're sending a message via Telegram, you're limited to the number of characters. And so I do 30 hashtag, which is the Instagram limit. I use every single one of my limits on my Instagram, which is 30. And so you can't post that to Telegram. So I do a couple of hashtags, but then I do my actual real hashtags when I post it to Instagram. And then I use the amazing tool that Monica told me about, which is called WordBoard. So if you are not using WordBoard, that is the name of the app. Download it. And it is a keyboard which you can pre-program paragraphs and words and all kinds of other things into WordBoard. And so I have hashtags programmed in here in my WordBoard, so you can kind of see. So I have all of these different things as my easy access to post. So I have my positive hashtags, my Herbalife hashtag, and then I have my how to use your product. So those are things I text to people. 21-day shake challenge. That was one of my things when we were doing 21-day shake challenge. So I would send that, and it's like a long paragraph, and all that I would have to do is add someone's name to it. And so you're not typing it over and over and over again, or you're not copying and pasting it somewhere. So you just kind of plug it in. So that's my tip. That's kind of what I do, and playing around with it. I've only played with it for, spending my day at work. Playing with it. So I literally spent about maybe 30 minutes signing up, connecting it to all of my sites, and then picking some things to post, just to see them post. So I spent like 30 minutes today doing that. So the more time you have to be able to dedicate to that, the better it's going to be, for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm sure that as Stephanie masters this too, that this won't be the last training that because she'll be discovering this, and she'll be discovering that, and here's a better way to do this, and then she'll also have some results to share with you. And I got a new customer and a new distributor and whatever. So I'm sure this won't be the last training. But also, one thing I'd like to kind of throw on top of that as well is, like, especially with Instagram, and if you guys got any other ways, that's great too. But you need to have it's like Jorge said at the extravaganza, if you live in a small town with only 100 people, and I know y'all might not, because this was on Friday for the Tab team and the Active World team, but he talked about if you live in a town of 100 people and you got the most beautiful club, and it's the best, and this whatever, but you've only got 100 people that live in that town, then you've got your audience is like, you've only got so much of an audience for your club, like talking about marketing your club, right? And so that's the same like on social media, Instagram, Twitter. By the way, this works on Twitter too. Mm-hmm. They talked about this on the call the other day. They'll be talking about this at the LDW this weekend. And it'll be fully functional on the phone at the first of the year. So they're already aware of that, and they're making it fully functional on the phone. But for right now, tablet, computer is the best. You can use this on your phone, but you would have to connect through Safari. It's my understanding. Okay. But going back to one thing, you need to have an audience if you're working on Instagram and whatnot. There might be other apps to collect an audience and whatnot, but we've been using Captivate. And at the extravaganza, I had 420 something Instagram followers. I mean, I was blowing up. I mean, I was just dominating the Instagram game. 420 followers. Of course, I never used it, right? And now I don't know if you can see this. Where is it at? Can y'all see that? Now I've got 3,461. So the extravaganza was around the 12th of the month of July. So we got August, September, now October. So essentially 3 months, and I've added 3,000 people on Instagram. Now, are all of them 100% real people followers? I would assume not, because some of them are businesses and some of them are spam and some of them are whatever. But the point is, and especially like if I meet someone in the gym or whatever, get them on Instagram, and then because a lot of people, they'll go look at your profile. If they go look at my profile and I got 300 people following me, they don't think I'm that special. But in the social media world, because I do it with other people I met in the gym, I go see how many followers they got, because guess what? I'm going to activate my Captivate so I can follow their followers, so I can get more followers, right? Because it's using their center of influence, so to speak. So, but if I go see somebody that's only got 400 followers, I'm like, they ain't got much going on in terms of the social media world, okay? They might be a nice person, whatever. But you go see somebody who's got 8,000 followers, you're like, wow, what are they up to? So it just makes a person have a perception about you, right? So even if 1,000 of these are fake or dormant accounts or whatever, who cares? Okay, because that's going to come with the territory anyway. So what I'm saying is, if you definitely want to be adding to your followers, because you're going to get some real followers on there as well. Matter of fact, I just got a message from this guy, and he lives in Oklahoma. He just joined the military, and he can't get rid of his body fat. And he's been seeing my ab pictures. And he went to in high school. Some of his friends use Herbalife and got great results. So he's asking me if I can help him and whatnot. And I just got a message from him while I was on the call that he's going to the website. Okay, so anyway.
Can I say something?
Please.
Quickly, because I know it's almost time.
Yep.
Just about dormant followers, as you mentioned, that's kind of what they call ghost followers.
Right.
And it's not because they're not real. Sometimes people just maybe join Instagram or something and they never get on it,
Exactly.
and they're not active.
Right.
So some of the things that I've been reading and kind of learning as I've been working on my social media content is that you want to try to eliminate those. So what I try to do is like get rid of those people and get new active followers and continue to build those, because that's going to, because it's you can't have, for example, I have 11,900 followers, but I average about like 150 likes, which means you want to start to build it to the point where you have more active followers than dormant followers. And so Captivate also has a sister app called Cleaner, where you can clean out those dormant followers, and then you can just continue to grow your active ones. So like every week or on a weekend or something like that, that's when I go and I remove and block those dormant people. And then I go and find new people and continue to build. So I'll go like get rid of like 1,000 people, but then go and add like 1,500, 2,000 people. So just keep that in mind too, because you want to make sure that your audience ratio, because that's what we consider to be your audience, which are active people that see your post and are actually interacting with your post. Right. That's your audience. And so you want to make sure that ratio is higher than, or is decent versus like a 1%, ratio. You don't want 1% of your people actually interacting with you. And it also helps when you interact with them too. So just keep that in mind as well. When you're unfollowing, you want to make sure that you, keep that in mind. You can actually do 40 per 900 seconds, which is every 15 minutes. That is what I do. And I just run it in night mode. So Talia says you can unfollow max is 20 per hour, which I believe that comes out to about that. But it's 20 every 40, every 900 seconds, which is every 15 minutes. And you just run that in the night mode and just let it run. Sometimes I'm sitting at my desk at work and I just let it run. You can only do 1,000 transactions a day for Instagram. So no matter what it is that you're doing, you can only do 1,000 and then it'll reject it and then you got to cool off. So you just wait a day. But as long as you're continuing to, do your thing, you'll be successful with that.
Stephanie, the sister app, here's my question. Because on Captivate, it's got the setting unfollow dormant or ghost followers or whatever as well. My question is this: on the sister app, can you run the sister app and the Captivate app at the same time?
So no, because it's still connected to your Instagram, so it's still 1,000 transactions a day.
All right.
And so I literally only use the Cleaner app to unfollow people.
And how much is the Cleaner app?
$1.99, something like that.
That's it?
Yeah, it's
so
not a lot.
So is that better to use the Cleaner app? Because the Captivate app, it
actually finds the ghost followers. Captivate doesn't do that very well.
Oh, it doesn't it does it, but it just doesn't do it very well.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is the option on there for Captivate to get rid of ghost followers or to get rid of people that have been inactive for 90 days or something like that.
But the cleaner, that's specifically what it's designed for.
I got you. Yeah.
It's to clean out your Instagram.
So that's good.
Accounts.
How
So
many
and
can
then
you get rid of in a night? How many can you get rid of in a night?
1,000.
You can get rid of that many.
40 every 900 seconds.
Wow. That's really
my
good.
setting.
With a max of 1,000 a day.
Right.
That's really good. Okay.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind. And then also just think about like analyzing tools and stuff like that on Instagram. I know this is a lot, but that helps you identify your top followers because those are your loyal people. And then when you identify those top followers, you pay a little bit more attention to them. Make sure you're liking the post and commenting on their post,
right?
Because those are the people that are watching you. So just make sure you're paying attention to those people.
Yeah, because also with these with the IG stories, I'm getting a bunch of people looking at my stories, videos and whatever of the products and whatever. I've been doing a lot of product videos lately as well. So anyway, I've been getting a lot of views on those. So and a lot of the same people keep viewing it over and over and over. You'll notice the same names on there, so that's pretty cool as well. So in the future, I'm sure we can discuss a little bit more of this because I'm sure not everybody on here knows it like you know it or knows it like. Obviously, as you start using it, you'll start getting familiar with it. But it's real good for us to be able to teach this stuff because this Herbalife social stuff, it's not going to do. Let's just be honest, it's not going to do a heck of a lot of good if you're out there. Bossing it up on social media and you got 200 followers. You know what I mean? You got to have an audience. What did Talia say? More followers come when you go live. Oh, what do you mean? Come on, where's she at? More followers come when you go live.
When you go live. So when you actually physically go live.
Yeah, when you do a live video instead of like pre-recording it. I mean, pre-recording a video, it does get attention because people like to watch videos over looking at a picture. But when you go live, it's like another level. People are interested in tuning in to see what you have to say and what you're doing. So it naturally allows you to get more followers. Meaning,
well, I don't understand. Come on video, Talia. You're not on video. Oh, there you are. So if you go live on Instagram,
or Facebook, really, but live on it.
Okay, does that only go to whoever's following you?
Yeah.
So how are you saying that you get more followers if you go live?
It goes outside people who are following you as well.
It does?
Yeah. Why?
How?
I don't know. It's an IG thing. Something with the algorithm, how it's set up.
So I could not be following someone, but I see someone going live?
Yeah, I get notifications of people doing live videos that I'm not connected to all the time.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, and so you're saying if you've got a decent video or whatever live, then you can collect some new followers that way as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Now, if you go live, does that video save?
I think it does.
No, it doesn't allow for you to say it. That's the only reason why I don't go live on Instagram.
Okay.
This is good.
I know the pre-recorded ones do. But I guess the live ones don't.
The live one doesn't, but it does. Like lots of people do come on the live ones. They love to see the dance fitness stuff, but you can't save any of that content.
Wow.
So once it's gone, it's gone.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Earl, did you have a question or are you just... Okay. I didn't know if you had a question. Okay, last thing, and then we'll get you guys on your way. I already have an idea of who's probably going to be helping out, but I just want to put this in y'all's ear. Y'all don't have to be on the spot, commit anything tonight on video or anything like that, even though Sharon just raised her hand. Who's raising her hand already? Nah, I know you weren't raising your hand, but anyway, in my mind, you were raising your hand. But our last day at the club is going to be on the 20th. Okay. Remember we talked about that last week. Don't nobody tear up, Stephanie. Okay. Because that we need, that way we're not stressed out and under the gun. Now, if it was up to me, we'd be stressed out and under the gun. We'd have 3 days to get out of the club, take everything off and disconnect and load it up. Here, let me just get to the point. We need some help. Okay. And we need some, let me put it like this. We need some free help, but whoever, hey, Stephanie, let me just call it what it's going to be, right? Okay. Ain't none of y'all making no $100 an hour on this venture.
Nice.
We already paid $4,500 a month at the club. Can somebody cut me some slack?
Yeah.
All right. But whoever helps, we're going to go have a champions dinner, because whoever helps us is a freaking champion. You guys got me? So with that said, okay, we would like to have some help. We do not know exactly when the moving day is going to be and whatever. We do know it'll be sometime between the 21st and the 31st. Okay. So I'm just letting y'all know that, and we will have a date and all that stuff. Of course, I'm not really talking to John. John, you ain't got to come in and help us move furniture. I'm not really you're out of town. So, and let you, but maybe
You'll win from.
But maybe you want to go to dinner. So if you want to go to dinner, get your butt
I'm
over.
always down to eat.
What?
Yeah. Always down to eat.
Oh, exactly.
I said, I'm always down to eat.
Yeah, clear. Well, I bring your loading gloves then.
Hey.
So, but anyway, if y'all can help, that would be great. If you want to contribute to loading up Frisco Fit Nutrition, bring your tissues and everything else. And just remember what Monica said. Monica, if you can come back on video, then we'll end. But just remember what Monica said, last week, when one door closes, another one opens. And I was talking to Earl the other day, and this has always helped me whenever I go through change, because we went through change. Me and Monica did a lot of times, for the better part of 15 or 20 years, we moved homes every 2 years. We didn't plan on that, but just every 2 years we got restless and we says, let's go buy a new home. Oh, I want to live over there. And I want to, because in Herbalife you got choices, right? And then in 2005, let's move back down to Austin. And then we lived on the lake, and then we built a mansion, and then we built some other homes and whatever. Then guess what? Okay, we're tired of Austin. Let's move back to Dallas. And then we moved back to Dallas, and then we're like, okay, let's go get a club. So we moved to Denton because it was cheaper out there, right? And then after 2 years in Denton, okay, let's move back to Frisco and get a club in Frisco, right? So the point, I was talking to Earl the other night, and I was talking to him about, in Herbalife, you kind of learn how to adapt, to be adaptable. That way you can have more peace inside of yourself where you're not fighting it. You're not fighting it. So again, I have faith and belief that that everything's going to work out great. Okay. And again, like Monica said, when one door closes, another one opens. Okay. So it's going to force us to figure it all out together. And while we figure it out, we'll be giving samples to people out of the trunk of our car if we have to, and signing up people. The point is, I worked from home for 15 freaking years. Okay. And I still got customers, and I still got to the president's team, and I still got rich and all that other good stuff. Okay. So the club is not the be all end all. The club is great. Don't get me wrong. Club is fantastic. Okay. I'll get a little teared up too. It's beautiful over there, and I love seeing y'all every week, a few times a week. Okay? But the bottom line is, I just want y'all to have faith in that too, and be adaptable. We'll figure it out. Y'all will figure it out. We'll figure it out together. Stephanie's going to be mastering this social media. We might not ever leave our desktops. We just sit from the desktop taking pictures of ourselves and getting rich all day. I'm joking with y'all, but so whatever happens. We get another club here in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Whenever we get another club, fantastic. We don't get another club, fantastic. We're all in Herbalife. You guys got me? So whatever happens. But the long and the short of it is, we're going to need some help. So if y'all can message us privately, whoever wants to join in and contribute.
I'll join in.
Again, thank you, Brandon. I assume
Go, yeah.
we need some muscle. We need some muscle. Stephanie, Sharon, Talia, okay? Y'all got muscles. All right, so great call tonight. We'll see you guys this weekend. Show up with your championship attitudes, And I don't have to tell y'all to look pretty, do I? All y'all gonna be looking pretty. I already know that. All right. All right. We love y'all. We'll see y'all Friday, some of y'all Friday, and we'll see the rest of y'all on Saturday and Sunday. Love y'all. Peace out.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good night.